Guys, welcome back to Solo's Diary. So today I'm going to be sharing a particular experience in my life that I would say I'm still dealing with the trauma and still believing God to be totally free from it. It was my near-death experience. Or should I say my death experience, because I literally resurrected. Our car tumbled 4 times and I died. In 2017, yes, there was this program.
It was the daily state.
We all traveled for that program. It was God, that journey. Let's not even talk about that journey. That journey was Nigerian roads. Please, government, help us. Kogi, I think Kogi must have no shades to those from Kogi, please. But Kogi must have the worst roads. God. I think maybe because I sat at the last seat, every gallop, every bone, I felt it in my belly. It was a terrible experience, but that's not the focus. So let me know if you stay there. Wait for the program. We arrived there almost midnight, like 11 p.m. It was well, this is not about the camp experience, but it was a very great experience, really. I met God in a way I'd never met him. In all fairness, it was wonderful. I'm not going to go into details and all, but it was a good experience. Also, I was on my period. This has nothing to do with the video, but it's just to tell you that my period is always coming at times when you shouldn't. Times when something big is about to happen. I'm like, see, my period will just come. Like, you ready to stop it. But thank God I've never really allowed it to be an hindrance. After we were done with the program, me that I sat at the back when we were coming, I knew what a terrible experience it was. I made up my mind that, I will not sit at the back. So everybody was still asleep in the midnight because accommodation wasn't really that great. The guys mostly slept in the car and all, but we ladies, we had a kind of accommodation. The rooms were full, so we literally slept looking at the heavens outside, but we're safe. It was an experience, yeah. So that night, I didn't even bother sleeping. What sleep? Not just to sleep. It's not like it was a fantastic accommodation and anything like that. So midnight, I went to meet the guys around maybe 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Like, I went to pick a good seat. So when I got there, I picked a seat and all people were coming. Eventually, the day broke. The day broke. Is it correct? Day just broke. 11 more. Okay. Eventually, we saw this one. Oh, God. Eventually, they broke. And everybody started coming. We wanted to leave very early. Also because we didn't want to arrive as late as when we're traveling. So, the journey started. We're going. It was even on that journey that I made a friend, really, who we're still friends right now and all. We kept going. You know how youth boss would be. It was so lively. Would gist, would sing together, talk about trending issues and all, until a terrible thing happened. Truth is that this story I'm about to tell you is a story I was told, because when we got to, for those who are familiar with the road, when we passed through Ekiti, when we got to Idofia, our car tumbled 4 times and I died. Literally. So, from what I heard, because I died, the tire busted on motion. And you know, when you're traveling, you're on a very high speed, like maybe 120 or something, and the tire busted. And from the lesson I had learned from that, instead of our driver to keep with the motion, he just, maybe from pressure, I don't know, he slammed on the brake. And slamming on the brake on such high pressure, when the tire had busted, the car
Somersaulted order. Those who broke methods was a group, the group.
Those who had brain injury, those who lost their memory, those of us who died, and those who actually died. I remember sister, she sat on the seat I sat when we were going. Sister was the nicest person ever. I heard that sister head split into two, and she was saying, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It was a terrible experience. I blacked out. I didn't even know anything. Everything I'm telling you, I was told. Because when they rushed us to the Ethiopian hospital, 5 of us was declared dead. They brought us to Ilorin. They had declared us dead, laid us on the ground. But Dr. Tosin, God bless Dr. Tosin. Dr. Tosin was my church member, also working at UITH at that time, University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital. And he said, these are my people. I must conduct another test for them. And Dr. Tosin tested all of us. He confirmed that 3 were actually dead, but 2, myself and another lady, still had life. They laid us on the bed. They couldn't really do anything to us until we got consciousness back. And Pastor Moro, blessed memory, from what I heard, he held my hands, prayed into my ears, called my name. I don't remember anything that happened in those 11 hours that I was out for. But I know that I came back. When I came back, my leg was not broken. It was just my ear. You see this one? This one, I had my hair. I don't know. I had a cut, my hair had to be stitched. And just pain here and there. My cheek was swollen. I think I have some pictures. I think I'll try to attach them here. My cheeks were swollen. It was a terrible experience. Yet, me who was declared dead, because I was even sleeping before the accident happened. Me that was declared dead. It was still this same me that I had minimal injury, other than my ear, a little pain here and there. I didn't break any bone. God is good. I didn't break any bone. And even those who broke bones, God restored everybody. Victoria is now married. God restored, and she's even giving birth. That was somebody who had to be on crutches. Some people had to defer their admission. I remember there was a particular friend of mine who we met in that same bus. He lost his memory, but God restored it. But people died. Oh, is God not good? God is good. Anyway, that's not the focus of this video. I remember when I thought I was, I said nothing really happened to me. But I guess I had more emotional injuries than I could talk about. Because when I go back to school, hey, Korokwe, I'll be in Korokwe, I'll be shaking. Because I would think something else is about to happen. I'll be inside bus. I remember the first time I had to travel again to Lagos. The fear, the anxiety. Sometimes I still suffer road anxiety. And those who listened to my 25 broke and confused video, those who watched that video, you hear when I talked about having third mainland bridge anxiety. It was from that trip. Road anxiety came from that trip. I still suffer traumas from that trip, but I am still grateful. I'm grateful for the lives lived. I'm grateful for the lives that continue to live in heaven. I don't even know how to encourage you in this video. Sometimes I wonder why I'm still alive. Maybe I'm still alive because God still wants me here. Maybe there's an assignment. Maybe there's a purpose. Something to achieve. And honestly, every day is an opportunity to find that out. And I can't even tell you that I have found it out fully. But I am grateful for life, for the opportunity to keep finding it out. And I pray that I make God proud for giving me another chance to live a life.